Last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Lynch. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Again, Anderson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, James Hannah, and it's 3rd and 5.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On play action, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Detroit! Let's go!
They give it to Anderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 3rd and 2, now Lynch. And able to find Green. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Virgil Green, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Second down following the run. Prescott down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Prescott off play action. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second down and 4.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Handoff comes to Anderson, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly, looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Sheds off the tackle. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Anderson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow. The Broncos on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lynch. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They run the counter now. It's Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock here with Anderson. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now.
Operating from the gun, Lynch. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They run. Anderson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Broncos on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, Lynch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Operating from the gun, Lynch. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Watch it now, Barney!
From the gun, Lynch. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Now this would be the 9th play on this drive. Back to the ground, Anderson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Anderson. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And McManus able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A second down throw for Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Prescott from the gun on third. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Obviously just a huge play, but Charles, as a defender, aren't you often taught just to knock that ball down on fourth?
You're exactly right. We are taught that. Okay, just knock it down, take the ball on offense. But sometimes you have to know when to break the rules. And he did to the tune of 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw is Prescott. His throw incomplete. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And Beasley with it over the middle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also fourth. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now Anderson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And the D looking like they may blitz. Lynch is going to throw it. He's going to go up top for the end. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Chidobe Awuzie, the rookie from Colorado. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. On second down, Prescott again. Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Marshall in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Denver, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.